But now it's still there in front of a county courthouse in an American government in 2020. Now an American municipal government in 2020 would never come out and say, we endorse white supremacy. But they still got the statue over there. So anybody can look at it and figure, well, plainly is not a white supremacist because it's on the county and they never say things like that, but it's still there, so it can't be a white supremacist. So the Confederacy wasn't white supremacist. And if you don't know the Confederacy was white supremacist, you cannot understand American history. And you know how they say, if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it?
Yeah.
By the way, that was said by a Spanish philosopher named George Santayana, and nobody's ever seen a statue of that guy, and yet everybody seems to remember his saying. I don't think you need statues to have to remember history. We got museums, we got books, we got these artifacts that I'm about to show y'all. All right, so to say, if you don't know your history, you're doomed to repeat it. All right, in 1850, there was a Southern preacher named Benjamin Thornwell. He gave a sermon. It was widely reprinted. It was extremely popular and influential. Neo-Confederates still quote this particular sermon today. In 1850, you know, however loud that guy is, his mom is still never going to love him. In 1850, there's a Southern preacher saying that abolitionists were all communists. That's 1850. That's 2 years after the Communist Manifesto came out, and they're already saying abolitionists are communists. All right, so you bump up a little over 100 years. And you got billboards all across the South saying that Dr. King was a communist. Well, I read his books. He ain't a communist. He says exactly why he ain't a communist. I mean, right? So they used the same lie 100 years later, and nobody knew that they were recycling the lie. And now every time you say Black Lives Matter, someone screams you're a Marxist. Guys, I'm not a Marxist. I checked.
Right.
They keep repeating the same damn exact lie. Right? They keep saying, oh, Black Lives Matter, you're rioting everywhere. You ever seen any cartoons from the 1950s about Dr. King and his massive riots? Those cartoons are all over the place. The riots were fictitious then, too. Right? In 1860 is the hottest summer in Texas history up to that point. And, let's see, I think it was Garden, I'm not sure. It's somewhere not too far away from here. There was a town, and they had a brand new